Hey, how's it going? It's Keith Townsend from the CTOadvisor.com, and this is a follow-up to the CTO dose I did that said that enterprise IT will shrink. Obviously, this isn't an original thought. This whole idea that enterprise IT is a utility, and therefore that service provided by enterprise IT will move closer to the utility, a centralized utility provider, whether it's Amazon or a combination of Amazon and a bunch of other cloud service providers or managed service providers. Enterprises themselves will get out of the business of doing technology or creating and providing the technology themselves. So just like every other big organization, no one wants to die. Like, there's IT organizations that employ hundreds, if not thousands of people. There's CIOs asking the question, how do I continue to add value to the enterprise? How do I continue not to lose headcount? At the end of the day, this isn't about preventing IT from contracting. If there's no value, then the organization shouldn't exist, or the organization should contract to its smallest possible size. So, with that said, what's the best way for CIOs to keep adding value and making sure that they continue to grow and mature their staff's career? I'm biased. I spent a couple of years at PwC as a management consultant, so I come with that bias of saying, you know what? Technology, and this is not just a bias, this is the truth. Technology is there to solve business challenges. The reality is that as IT professionals, we have skills that traditional business users don't possess and would be very difficult for them to acquire. An example of this I gave in the video talking about lift and shift and the difficulties around managing security on S3 buckets. You're going to have file shares, whether or not IT maintains them or if they're being maintained by the business user directly. Those computer science security concepts still apply, whether that's in the cloud or if that's in the traditional data center. AI is still an extremely complex technology. Whether or not Amazon makes it simple with Sage Master to consume, there is some level of knowledge that needs to be had to transfer that business logic into a language that can be implemented on a platform such as Amazon. And then there's still the concerns around governance of data, etc., etc. All the good services that IT provides. That stuff, from a responsibilities perspective, will never go away. So it's important for IT managers, CIOs, to understand where the puck has moved to and where it's going. Now, I say that the puck has moved to this spot already because there's organizations that's already doing this. They're pushing the business logic as close to the business as possible and then translating that into the consumption at a cloud service provider level. Look at all of the SaaS offerings from CRM to HR that's being adopted by the enterprise directly. It's the CIO's opportunity, what Avoya Consulting would call the transformative CIO, is their opportunity to offer to their internal customers management consulting. Technologists who are armed with the business knowledge or the knowledge specifically about their business. If you're a soda distributor and you have unique knowledge about distributing soda and the technologies around that, the back end systems, you're not going to get a third party that's from another industry that comes in and knows the technology better than you can, knows the business challenges around that technology and implementing, securing, and protecting that data better than you can. This is the opportunity for CIOs to refocus their teams higher up the stack, bring in more business analysts, train their infrastructure folks in the concepts of finance, business processes, sales, commercial activities. Do some cross training and have them embedded in some other operating groups, including HR. This is the opportunity that no other service provider has other than IT to better position themselves to provide an internal consulting arm that helps the business implement technologies that directly impact the bottom line. So that's my high horse for this CTO dose. Hope you enjoyed it. If you don't agree with me, follow me on Twitter or hit me up on Twitter at CTO Advisor on Twitter or on LinkedIn, just search for me, or visit the website, thectoadvisor.com. Leave me a comment. Engage in the conversation. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Until then, talk to you next CTO Dose.